everyone, welcome back, y'all. We're back to do a couple of things. We do have a bonus cash stuffing this week, something we were not going to do, but because we were very low on groceries this past week, and you saw that I was $99 under budget, we're going to use that $99 in the cash stuffing today. So July is coming around the corner super duper fast, and y'all, this year has just gone by so fast. So unusually, I don't have an electric amount in here, and I'm going to talk about that here in a minute because my bill has not even been allocated to me to know what I'm going to be possibly paying for my electric. So that's the only thing on here that is kind of questionable. But with that being said, here is my total. My income went up by $39 this coming month. So my pension raised by $39. I'm not quite sure why. It is not a cost of living adjustment that I'm aware of, but it just went up by $39 and I'm okay with that. So my total monthly income for this month as it stands at the moment is $4,671. That's without doing any kind of a side hustle or any extra money that I can throw into this budget. So that is just my base pay is what I call it. So down here on the right hand side, I'm just letting you guys know that we are looking to move to Oklahoma. When and where is going to be the question. I can tell you right now, it most likely will be Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, but when could vary depending on what's going on. We are looking to actually buy a house versus rent anymore. I just don't like the option of renting anymore because I'm really just throwing my money away at somebody else's property. It's been paid off for probably decades, and they're just recouping it. So with that being said, our rent though is still $750 for the month. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, built in 1953, I believe it was, and it's never been updated. It's all original everything, y'all, including no dishwasher. So our electric bill, as I said, is not even on this sheet currently right now. I have been trying to figure out what's going on with my electric. Usually I have a bill listed by now. I have a 0 balance on it at the moment. I don't know if they're late putting in the bill. I did try to call Independence Power and Light. Unfortunately, getting somebody on the phone like that is like trying to make contact with aliens. It just doesn't happen. They don't pick up their phones. And when one lady did, she did tell me, she's like, we don't pick up our phones. And I'm thinking, well, you did pick it up this time. She goes, well, we pick it up for about 15 minutes in the morning and then we don't pick it up. So if you want to get a question answered and you can't get in the first 15 minutes when it's constantly busy, then you're going to have to come up here, and that's not something that I'm willing to do. So I'll keep you guys posted on my electric bill. I'm a little concerned. We all know that electric has gone up by 30%. I do keep my house rather cool in the summertime due to the fact that my kids do not tolerate heat whatsoever, and I have one of my 3 Chihuahuas. She cannot be in heat either. So we keep our house relatively cool between 74 and 77 degrees. We got a really good air conditioner, guys, so it keeps us really cold. But that's the way I like it, so I have to suffer and pay a higher electric bill when that does come out. Our gas bill is still standing at $120. I'm hoping that that will go down quite a bit now that we're no longer using heat and haven't been for a while. But then again, the electric and the gas have both gone up by 30%. With that being said, our security, which is our alarm system, is $60. That is the only thing that we have through Xfinity. I actually like it, and it's always done well in our house, and we've had security for about 12 and a half years here at this house. So we're going to continue to pay our security on time. Our next one is Verizon. We're going to have a little change up with Verizon. I'll be talking about that here in a minute. But our Verizon bill is sitting at $200. That does cover all of our payments for our devices, as well as our phone bills for 3 lines. The phone bill that we have is the Verizon G5. 2 of us have that. My daughter, Danya, has a little bit more of an expensive plan by $10, but that gives us access to Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN, quote unquote, for free. Y'all, it's not for free if I'm adding an extra $10 to her line, but I do believe it's a couple of dollars extra than actually having the bundle yourself. With that being said, after Verizon, I am putting $22 aside now for trash. My trash is done every 3 months. It's roughly around $64, but I'm just going to add a couple extra bucks just to make sure. What I'm going to do is just slide that over into my savings account, and when the bill is due, I just paid it in June, so July, August, so in September, it'll be due again. I'll only have to make an additional $22 payment on top of July and August's payments that I'm actually saving aside instead of paying it all at once, and I really like the concept of that. So I'm remembering to put that in now. $126 for subscriptions this month. Here is what I did. Netflix is no longer allowing us to share accounts across households. My daughter Tori, who lives in Oklahoma City, that's where I'll be moving over close by, is my daughter Tori. She's 24 years old. She'll be 25 in November. But because she's no longer allowed to do that and Netflix wants to get super duper greedy, we dropped from 4 screens down to 2 screens. And now we're only paying $10 a month for 2 screens. And that's just here in the household for our general purpose using. Now, this will have to go up a little bit because I'm going to add an extra subscription on. My daughter Tori cannot afford to pay the extra $7 for Discovery Plus. I love it. I'm going to pay for it. It's just the way it is. And I will be adding that to this. Also, I already gave my daughter $25. She's going to add $25, and we're going to go ahead and make sure that we are dropping how much we are paying on our Sam's Club membership. Y'all, we don't need the $100 plan. None of us go in before 10. In fact, my local Sam's Club is literally down the street and up about 4 miles. And to get there and back home in an Uber is like $26 round trip. It is absolutely ridiculous to go about between 4 and 5 miles and pay that much amount of money when that extra $26 can be better spent by using my card account information, plugging it into Instacart, and being able to use that. Now, if you have Instacart, you can have Sam's Club and Costco delivered to your house. You don't get the member's price. Yes, there's going to be a little bit of a markup, but y'all, I'd rather have a little bit of a markup and give a delivery person a better tip than to walk into Sam's Club, come back home with items, and pay that much round trip for transportation. It's not happening at my house. So $25 from me has already been deposited to Tori. The reason Tori is doing it is she's doing it online. She can maneuver it better than I can. I am the account owner, but I have her on my account as well because she lives really close to a Sam's Club. And with that being said, they can go in themselves because both my daughter and her boyfriend have cars they drive, and it's only like 10 minutes down the road. So I'm giving her the opportunity as well to have that subscription. She's paying $25, I'm paying $25. Again, it's not a $100 subscription. We're doing the $50 subscription. I'm also going to be throwing in Costco's this time. I've not been a Costco member for a very, very long time. It's a $60 membership. I'm going to pay for it on Instacart. I'm going to allow my daughter to be able to use that as well. Again, if you have Instacart, you do not need a membership for Sam's Club or Costco to shop through the app. But again, you'll be paying higher prices than you would be if you were a member in store or have a membership card. So we're going to go ahead and make that payment as well. That's a $60 payment for a year. I'm just going to suck it up and throw it into the pot and pay for that. Also, on top of that, I did downgrade my HP Instant Ink to the $10 program instead of the huger $27 program I had on there. We're getting ready for school to start up for the 2 homeschooling kids and things of that nature. So I have that in there. On HBO Max, my daughter's boyfriend pays half of that. Thank God they're still allowing us to use it over 2 different households. We have the $10 program. He pays $5, I pay $5, and that is that. I no longer pay for Peacock and other subscriptions of that nature. So yes, this month's going to be a little bit of a bigger jump only for the Sam's Club and the Costco membership. Yes, I'm going to be adding on my Discovery Plus. Y'all, that's only like $7, I think is what it is. And also, I don't know, yeah, I did throw it in here, $15.99, which is basically $16 just for myself to have YouTube Premium, because 99.9% of the time I'm watching YouTube, the kids are watching the apps, and I hate commercials. Y'all, I want to support everybody, but I don't want to watch a video that has 25 commercials in a 5-minute video. That's just ridiculous. So as a Prime member or a subscriber member to YouTube, premium member, I should say, you guys still get paid for us watching your videos. So don't think that we're trying to jump over you by not watching your videos and you getting paid when we watch them. I just hate all the commercials. It's just getting too much. But with that being said, it's $126 between everything I need to do. $150 is going to my credit builder. I am in a 2-year program for my self-credit card. I completed a 1-year program, and now I am in a 2-year program for the self-credit builder. Again, at $150, I'm at the highest level possible. So this will make, once this ends, it'll make 3 years that I'll be on self-credit builder, and I absolutely love it. It's helping me build my credit higher and higher. I did not list my debts in here. Unfortunately, I apologize. I forgot to list those, but I do have quite a few debts, and you'll be seeing my debt update here shortly. I just didn't add them all together yet, so I got this video out before I added them. I can tell you that I have a consolidation loan at $475. I do pay my Verizon bill at $56 a month, but that's included in the $200 Verizon total that you see up here in the very top of the bills and things of that nature. And I've got a few other things. I do have a personal family loan that I'm paying back at $100 per month, and I know I'm missing something else. Affirm is gone. I don't have to pay Affirm anymore, so that $300 that I was paying for Affirm is actually going to roll over to my next debt. You'll be seeing that video up next. So with that being said, cash envelopes coming up for this week. I'm going to be putting this together for the first week of July. My groceries, I can tell you right now, I have $100 already saved up for the fourth week. Listen to me, I'm jumping ahead of myself. For the 4th of July, I had already saved up in my sinking funds $100 for the 4th of July. Now, that doesn't mean that the whole damn meal is going to cost me $100 for the 4th of July. But I'm going to buy hamburger patties. I'm going to buy hot dogs. I'm going to buy all the fixings that you would for the 4th of July. It's just me and the 3 kids here and the 3 chihuahuas. So we're not doing anything drastic. They do like their macaroni salad. I am in love with coleslaw. Nobody in the house except for myself likes potato salad, things of that nature. We got a ton of baked beans down in stock in our prep pantry and things of that nature. So I do have 100. So I did put 100 right there. If I go over that 100, I'm not worried because I haven't even put in my monthly or my weekly amounts for groceries. I'm just giving you the sinking fund amount. So I'll keep you updated on what that is and how much we spend. And if we go over, it's not really going over because I did not, again, put in the amounts that I plan on adding on to this. I was going to do 150, so that would give me 250 total for groceries, 150 for the first week of July, plus the $100 in my sinking fund already for 4th of July, so that would probably be 250, just for side notes. Doesn't mean I'm going to spend 250. I could spend less. I could spend more. I could go over. I could bust the budget. We don't know. Let's see what happens throughout the month of July. Gas, aka Uber. I don't need to go very many places this week. But in July, I will need to be going quite a few places. At the first week of every month, I'm pretty much, if I run around, that's when I'm doing it. I am only going to throw in a 10. I can guarantee you that that envelope is going to be completely empty the first week of July with all the running around that I need to do. But I'm going to try to minimize it as much as possible. If that happens, I may have to put a little extra added into it. I do have a buffer, so I'm going to put $20 into my buffer. And that $20 into that buffer, y'all, that is going to help me kind of filter back down into my Uber gas amount that I need to do. The reason I take Uber, for all of those of you who might be new here on my channel, is because I am blind. I don't see, except for shadow shapes, outlines, and things of that nature. It's really hard for me to even make that out. So while you're reading this sheet, I'm memorizing everything. So if I make a mistake, I apologize. So yeah, I take Uber and it sucks. And it's just the way it is right now until the future. And hopefully I won't have to have that. Again, you saw the buffer, and then the FDC is a $5 challenge that I have, and I'm currently working towards a $200 payout on that $5 challenge. I'm going to add $5 into it, and when that's finally done and said, I'll have $200 extra to throw towards my debt. This is giving me a total of $135 between all of this for cash envelopes. Again, remember that the grocery budget is going to possibly change. The $100, again, is just from the sinking fund, from the 4th of July sinking fund that I have, that I've already fully funded a long time ago. All right, up to my sinking funds. Y'all, I don't have very many because y'all know that I am really pulling tight as much as I can on my budget right now because I want to make sure that I'm paying off my debt even faster. I incurred a debt of over $15,000. I can tell you right now that I'm down into the $12,000 range right now, and it's only been just barely over, well, basically a month in. So with that being said, I have my animal vet for my chihuahuas. And did I even put how much I put in there? I can tell you right now, it's going to, if I didn't put it in there, I apologize. I might have forgotten. But my animal vet is going to be $10. So I'm going to put that into there. I'm going to put $10 into the ER vet. I'm going to put $20 into vet care, which is my chihuahuas, making sure I'm taking care of their personal needs as well. If they need to go to the vet for anything other than an annual checkup or anything of that nature, that's where that comes from. Nail clippings, things of that nature. And the 6 color dot challenge, I'm going to put a 20 in there. It should be a total of 60, and I think I forgot to put any total in there at all, but I apologize. I'll do that after the video. So 10 for vet, 10 for annual vet, 10 for ER vet, 20 for vet care, and 20 for the 6 dot challenge. The 6 color dot challenge is something that I have in my Etsy shop. I have it in 2 forms. I have just the trackers that you can print yourself and get your own 6 color dot and then your own dice, or you can buy it as a physical item, and I include the dot, I include the dice, and I include the forever trackers as well. If you buy the physical copy, you'll never have to buy the trackers again. You'll never have to try to reprint the trackers or anything of that nature. I will give you the reprinted 6 different trackers for the 6 different colors. You'll be able to put your own categories on them. So if you ever want to change categories, you can pull out that one tracker, reprint the set of trackers, cut out that color that you want, and then put your own category in there. So if one gets finished before the others, then you could do that as well. So you'll be seeing that come up in my next cash stuffing. I always do the 6 color dot challenge. So that's $60 total. And then we're gonna go down here to the one that I'm using right here, which it's called I'm budgeting, y'all, but it's not. It's just extra debt that I'm paying. There is not an extra debt category or a debt category on this sheet, but that's okay. This sheet comes from Lisa Marie Budgets, and with that being said, she is debt free. So what she uses is for her personal use, but I also bought it on Etsy back in, I think, May of 2022. So with that being said, she did not have that. So I use the unbudgeted section as my extra debt. Now, I told you I was going to talk to you a little bit about Verizon. I am going to pay off my son's phone. He's got $120 still left on it. His phone is crapping out. It's a 64 gigabyte SE iPhone. I bought him for his birthday when he was 10. I have $120 still left on it. And the reason I have that much left on it is when I went and changed over into an iPhone 13, because mine crapped out right before I was going on a major trip. I needed to make sure I had a phone that was actually capable of doing what needed to be done, especially with voiceover and being blind. So I paid off his phone is what I did, and they took the amount that I owed left on my phone and threw it onto his account. In that way, I wouldn't have to have paid off the taxes and all the things that I need, startup fees and all that stuff I needed for that phone. I don't know why Verizon or any of these other companies charge a $35 activation fee, even when you've been with those companies for so long, because I clearly activate the phones at home. They don't activate nothing for me. It's just a ripoff what that companies are doing that, and I do not like that. So I am going to pay off his phone for $120. Whether I stay with Verizon or drop his account is need to be said, because I may go to another company. I may go to T-Mobile for him, because right now they're giving away an iPhone 14 if you sign a contract with them. If that's the case, if Verizon can't give me a better deal for him and things of that nature, then I may sign him up through T-Mobile or AT&T. AT&T's been a great service for us for internet. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention. I don't even know if I put it on the sheet. Our internet bill is $89. I think it's 89. Was it 89? Ooh, I don't know if I wrote it in, y'all. 86. I think it's 86. Yeah, I forgot to mention internet. It was 86, so I apologize. I skipped over that really quick. But that's in our bills. I pay my bills all at the very beginning of the month. I don't play around. I literally get everything done at the beginning of the month, because I get paid once a month, and then everything that's left over after I pay all my bills trickles down into all these other payments in throughout the rest of the month. Okay, so back to that. I'm going to speak with Verizon. I'm going to let them know that, you know, hey, I've been with you for years. I've got a massively excellent account with them, I should say. I've never missed a payment. And if they can't give me the iPhone 14 at the same thing that T-Mobile's willing to do, then I'm going to jump ship and I'm going to take his phone to T-Mobile. We still have all the rest of our Verizon on our Verizon account, but I'll close his account, go over to T-Mobile, and get him the iPhone 14 for free, and just open up an account just solely for him, so I don't have to pay over $1,000 for that phone. So that is what I'm thinking about doing for him. Consolidation, since I no longer have to pay my Affirm account anymore, I'm taking that $300 payment. And I'm already making a $425. Is it four? No, $470. Is it? Nah, it's $475. I'm sorry, $475 for my consolidation loan. And I'm gonna throw an extra $300 at it, because that $300 payment that was going towards our firm that got paid off literally this month, I'm super excited, is now going to move over as a snowball payment into my consolidation loan. And instead of making a $475 payment, I will make a $775 payment for that, and I'll just keep rolling through on that. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns about this budget, let me know. This is for the first week of July. It is our heaviest budget that we have, is the first week of every month, because that's when all my bills get paid. Lord have mercy. I hope I didn't forget any of the bills. If I did, I'll update you. All right, so now we've got Danya's binder here, and I was $99 under budget for my groceries. And yes, y'all, isn't that beautiful? Alicia from Hands and Bands made that as a gift for my daughter, made this label. Oh, I love it. She doesn't do labels anymore, and I want to cry, but anyway, she made one for Danya, so I was very honored that she gave that to her. I was so happy. All right, let's talk about Danya's high school binder. This high school binder goes all the way through until senior year, all the senior things that you need to do, and even starts a little bit into college as well. So with that being said, in this binder now, we are just working on the first couple of envelopes that I need to do. She is starting high school in August. I can tell you right now, we are only going to be putting this $99 I had left over from groceries into one envelope. So we got 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. We're going to make it really super simple. I'm going to let you know that I don't think I'm going to do a meal plan for her. I'm going to let her go through the first couple of days of school. I am going to give her some money and have her pay for that and see if she likes it. But a lot of times we might even be doing meals from home and having her take it to school. So I just want to see what the sense is that she gets for the meals at school and what the pricing is and how things work from there. So currently right now in her meal account, I have $140 to start out the 9th grade year for her. The second envelope is her school supplies. She does not need very much school supplies because, y'all, they do use a crappy Chromebook. I wish they would upgrade their systems to the iPad, but, you know, our school district is not going to do that. They just cheap everybody out, and it's crap. But she's just going to need her pencils, her pencil lead, because she prefers the mechanical pencils. She may need some pens. She does already have a scientific calculator she's had for years. Maybe a little bit of paper, and that's about it. They do give these kids a binder. They give them tab dividers. They give them an agenda and things of that nature. So that kind of helps cut down on what she needs. Currently, right now, she has $75 in there. I do go on July 10th to go get the school supplies at Walmart. The reason for that is there is nobody in that store in the school supply section. It is fully in stock. I don't have to fight against the crowd to get anything. Nothing is out of stock. And I am not waiting to tax-free day, y'all, to save like $6 to $8. It's not happening. I don't have that oomph to go out there with 300 million other people fighting over clothing, fighting over school. No, we don't do that. We get in, we get out in like 20 minutes of the school supply section. Homeschoolers, I've got money already set aside for them in their account, so I'm not worried about that. I'm also starting to buy their homeschooling curriculum, and I'm doing things a little bit different this year for the kiddos. We're going to do focus sections on their subjects, and I'll speak more about that in a different video. So school supplies right now, she's got $75. Clothing, she had $370. I spent $135 on her in the month of June. My ex-husband sent her $50. He's going to send her another $50 this coming month. I don't add in his $50 into my amount. That's just something that he added in on his side. He's only going to give her $100. Each one of the kids $100 for spring and summer clothes. I do a ton more, but you know what? We don't squawk about it. So we had $370. I took out $135, giving me $235. Today we are going to put in the full $99 into this account for her because Danya is just under 5'9", and she's very tall. She's nothing but legs and arms. She's very athletic. She does a lot of sports. This does not want to go in. I'm not sure why. There we go. We set it in right. And with that being said, that's going to give her back up to $334. Now, she just got 4 brand new packs of socks as well that was gifted to her by my godmother. So she's got that, and you know, she's got a couple of cute little shirts that my godmother had just purchased for her as well. So she got 2 t-shirts and 4 packs of socks. She also got a brand new bed set as well for sheets. So with that being said, I still need to bulk her up on shirts, jeans, maybe some underclothing and a couple other pieces. But Danya is going to be the always spending, never-ending clothing section because I really, really, really strongly need to bulk her up. Her clothing is not cheap at all. She is in a woman's size. Again, she's like 5'8 3/4, and she's just arms and legs. So yeah, it's going to be a while that we're going to constantly keep going through and buying her clothes and things of that nature. That probably is going to last me a year or 2 years before things are said and done. She's got enough stuff in her closet. I'm just going to consistently add pieces on a monthly basis. I'm going to consistently stuff that envelope, and whatever the other 2 kids don't use, I'll put into hers because Philip got a ton of clothing this last month. He already got 7 new pairs of shorts. He got 3 packs of underclothes, boxers, you know, for boys. He's got plenty of socks because I get him the AND1 socks. I love those. Those are really good. They're thick. They're high quality. So he's gotten a couple of packs of those. And he's got about 8, 9, 10, 11. I think he's up to 15 t-shirts for this month. So he's got plenty. Jessica, I'm taking her in this week coming up on the 3rd, next Monday. We're going to go to Walmart and I'm going to buy her a couple of dresses. Her adoptive grandma went ahead and bought her 2 or 3 beautiful dresses that she's got in. I'm going to buy her some underclothes. My godmother, aka my kids' grandmother, adopted grandma is what we call her, bought each one of the kids 3 pairs of shoes as well. So shoes are not going to be on the list for this year for me. So with that being said, there'll be a couple of extra things I need to buy Jesse. And Philip is really much pretty set. I'm still going to filter him in with some new shirts because he's just jumped up in a size 2. He's now almost 5'5" at 12 years old. And little Jessie is just underneath 5 feet tall. She'll tell you she's 5 foot. That's a lie. She's 4'11". But we'll go ahead and say she's 5 foot and she's only 77 pounds. So she's really, really tiny and small. So anyways, y'all, that's what we have for you today. This was a bonus cash stuffing because I was under budget by $99 for my groceries. I have revamped my other channel, y'all. I had some things going on with my prepper pantry. I'm still doing preps, but I'm doing them more on a budget and simple preps than what I was doing in the past where I was prepping for 3 years in advance. There we go. There goes an ambulance. If it's not an ambulance, y'all, every day it's a fire truck, it's police cars. We have it all the time. It's 911 route, and they always take Sterling. It's just the way it is. So with that being said, once again, my other channel is now, the name's been changed. The focus is still going to remain the same on a simple scale, on a budgeting scale. Y'all know I'm budgeting on this channel, so I should be budgeting on that channel. And a lot new things coming on the other channel as well for content because I'm still a prepper. I'm just doing it on a smaller scale now, so smaller, more efficient. You don't have to have 3 years in stock to suffice what your household needs in case of an emergency. We're going down to a 3-month stock, and that is where I'm going and heading. And I'm about to unload and let everybody know on that other channel the real crap behind prepping and not the clickbait that a lot of the high-end preppers are using in order to gain subscribers and AdSense revenue. That's not what my channels or either one of my channels are about, including this channel. It's about being real. It's about being honest. It is literally about doing things in a simple form and fashion and being successful. So we'll catch you in the next video. Until then, Without Limits is out.